All right, veuillez vous lever. The International Criminal Court is now in session. L'audience de la Cour pénale internationale est ouverte.
The case of the prosecutor versus Ali Muhammad Ali Abd-Al-Rahman continued at the International Criminal Court in The Hague, the Netherlands. From the 19th to the 20th of October 2023, the Abd-Al-Rahman defense team presented its opening statements before the three judges of Trial Chamber 1, comprised of presiding Judge Joanna Corner, Judge Ren Alpini Gansu, and Judge Althea Violet Alexis Windsor. Mr. Abd-Al-Rahman, the alleged leader of the Janjaweed militia, is accused of 31 counts of war crimes and crimes against humanity, allegedly committed in Darfur, Sudan, between August 2003 and at least April 2004. These crimes include directing attacks against the civilian population, murders, pillaging, rape, persecution, torture, cruel treatment, and other inhumane acts. The trial opened at the International Criminal Court in The Hague in April of 2022, and so far, 54 witnesses were called by the Office of the Prosecutor, and 2, on the request of the Chamber, testified in the courtroom. The legal representatives of the victims, representing over 700 victims at the trial, called a total of 5 victims and witnesses. Defense lawyers represent and protect the rights of the suspects and accused persons at the ICC. Defendants are presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond reasonable doubt. The defense can conduct investigations, present evidence, including calling defense witnesses, and cross-examine prosecution witnesses. The defense team of Mr. Abd-Al-Rahman is headed by lead counsel Dr. Cyril Lauchi, who presented their opening statements together with Mr. Ian Edwards, associate counsel, between the 19th and 20th of October 2023. Lead counsel Cyril Lauchi began his statements by acknowledging the suffering and atrocities the citizens of Sudan faced during the conflict.
We have heard from a number of representatives of the worthy Sudanese people before this court. Just this morning, in fact, my first thoughts go to the victims who appeared before the court to express their views and concerns. The tragedy that this worthy people is once again confronted with in the year 2023 is no less tragic. And I would like to begin my pleadings by expressing my thoughts and my deepest solidarity with the people of Sudan.
The lead counsel, Mr. Lauchi, made submissions about his client, Mr. Abd-Al-Rahman.
There is a man sitting behind me in this courtroom. Until his name was first mentioned in an arrest warrant made public by the court in 2007, this man was utterly unknown. He was not a member of the Sudanese government at the time, nor is he now a member of the government. He was not a general commanding any army corps in Sudan. He is not a politician. He is not a tribal chief. This man has spent more than 20 years working within the health services of the Sudanese armed forces. The health services are the people who take care of the injured, the wounded. He was not responsible for conducting fighting or military operations. The highest rank that my client ever held in his life was warrant officer. Musaid is the exact word. When he left the army, early in the 1990s, with a medical assistant certificate, he opened up a pharmacy at the market in Garcila, in the Wadi Saleh province in Darfur.
The lead defense counsel for Mr. Abd-Al-Rahman further noted that they had faced a lot of difficulties during their investigations because, as he claims, the Sudanese government was not cooperating.
The defense received no cooperation from the Sudanese authorities during our investigations. No cooperation, no responses to our requests for judicial assistance. The purpose of these requests was to obtain essential documents such as the civil status documents of Mr. Abd-Al-Rahman, his military records, or his criminal record. The impossibility of obtaining essential documents that the defense has asked for was favored by your chamber's refusal to do what it could and should have done to ensure a fair trial. Under Article 66(3) of the statute, the lack of these documents can result only in the acquittal of Mr. Abd-Al-Rahman of all the charges standing in his name.
Mr. Ian Edwards, Associate Counsel on behalf of the Abd-Al-Rahman defense team, also took the floor to elaborate on the defense intentions to call witnesses who knew Mr. Abd-Al-Rahman very well.
Almost all of the defense witnesses we proposed to call knew Mr. Abd-Al-Rahman in Darfur. Taken together, their testimony covers a substantial period of his life, from the 1970s until the moment he surrendered to the custody of this court. These witnesses all know Mr. Abd-Al-Rahman well enough to be able to speak about him with considerable authority, including about any nicknames by which he was known. These witnesses are all important because they support Mr. Abd-Al-Rahman's case that he is not and never has been Ali Kusheb.
After the opening statements concluded, the defense case continued with the presentation of evidence with the testimony of the first defense witness, witness D0016, who testified from the 23rd to the 26th of October 2023, entirely in private sessions. The trial in the Abd-Al-Rahman case will resume on the 13th of November 2023 with the testimony of the second defense witness.